Hello guys, welcome back to Cassette Confessions. In this video we'll look at Quackin' Boogie from 2000. Rosie and Jim, the second in a trilogy of box sets actually, which is quite interesting. Seeing like getting close to the end of Rosie and Jim's tenure on this web series. We've only got one more to go with Rosie and Jim, so this is the penultimate VHS for them, unfortunately. This video we are looking at Neil Brewer's tenure actually. I think it's towards the end actually. I think, or maybe series 3 or series 4. I think in this case, or a bit of a mix really. It's a double box set, but I'll get to the second tape soon. So we've got 6 episodes from well, wherever it could be, all centered around Duck, of course. Neil Brewer was the longest serving actually narrator owner for Rosie and Jim at the time. 4 series he's done. So John Cunliffe and Pal Hutchins only did 2. Neil Brewer did 4. I think because I don't know. I think he might have enjoyed it, or it might have been viable or something. I don't know. A musician has enjoyed a good bit of a sing along now and again. So, indeed. Let's go for it. So, look at Neil Brewer's time on Rosie and Jim. It's a bit sort of. I find it a bit clumsy and a bit different in places. There are some good stories that he's actually really good at him, but there are others that are a bit. He's very goofy in places. I know it's like he's having it up really. Whereas you have like John Cunliffe and Pat Hutchins who are quite honest really. They're sort of I guess some of the dialogue itself is sort of like scripted in some places, but it's more honest with them actually, because they're more observant and very interested to see what this does and what this does really, especially with John Cunliffe actually. Neil Brewer, he sort of clumsily wanders in very much into a situation in some places, and it doesn't really make it that more interesting, sort of educational in some places. It has the educational value to it, but it's sort of, and some episodes just are very can be centered around him or Duck in particular. These are centered around Duck really most of the time. More or less so, not really much an educational type of thing really with these ones. In case with one of them, Quackin' Boogie has like a rodeo type, rodeo dance type class very much, or club that he wanders into, of course. That's what they call it, Quackin' Boogie. Well, Quackin' Boogie doesn't make much sense as a title really. They could say like square for cowboy dance or something, whatever you call it, because it mainly features that really. There are some good ones actually in this one. Yeah, I think you have like was it Floating Duck or something? When he's on a base of temporary in the Thames, they actually film bits and pieces in the Thames actually, believe it or not. And rather than following the canalway like in the previous series and the previous 10 years, we actually end up in the heart of London for Neil Brewer's tenure, and all stuff happens really. But it's a quite interesting one. It is that one. Windy Day. That just focused on Neil losing his hat, of course. You have light-hearted episodes, of course, involving ducklings, of course, in Duck and the Ducklings. And in fairness, I really can't really judge on this because it's very sort of, it's the least watched era of the show I tend to really give it a miss, really, unfortunately. I mean, Neil Brewer seems like an ass guy. There are some good stories that actually do display his talents as a musician in some places. Stuff like Harmonica, that is a really good episode, which actually appeared on Sprinkling in 97 actually, and I think a double VHS box set as well actually. I think around the same time as this, but that's a really good one because it showcases it happens by accident really, in sort of a clumsy way. Like it's light-hearted, but it does showcase his musical talents. It does because he's an actual musician, of course. And actually appeared in a band with the composer. What's his name? Andrew Murray Shard, I think he's known as, or something. They were in a band together back in the 70s. So, interesting. A little bit of musical chemistry going on there. But overall, it's like, there's, you come to this, it's really run out of steam, really, Rosie and Jim, at this point, because it's been going on for 10 years and 8 series. I think at this time it's gone more. It downplays the sort of educational value in some places, like what Cunliffe and Hutchins were doing at the time. But I don't know. It's probably just a thing like as time goes on. What else can you do with the characters, and what else can you do with the narrator owner? This and that. And it's like, fair enough. because I mentioned in Path of Nostalgia, I was quite a little bit mixed on Neil Brewer's time on this. So there you go. Really, I'll give you the full explanation. Really, that's about it. Really, there's nothing really interesting. Because it's Duck-centric stories, of course, focusing around Duck. Some are half decent, some are just okay, and some of them don't make sense really. Yeah. What does make sense though is the second tape, which is Christmas Lights. A weird choice actually, because it's a Pat Hutchins era story. It's a feature-length episode, which actually is quite interesting, because this is sort of like this VHS came out originally in 1996, part of the My Little Range, believe it or not. I think it was like one of the last ones at the time, actually, towards the end of the range. I think it was a one-off special type thing that they included. Something to say for the children as well, actually, because if you look at the artwork on it, on that one, it was sort of there. I think it's like for charity as well, actually, I think, at the time. But it's included on here for some strange reason, and it's all right, actually. Can't remember much about that one, because I think I've only seen it once, but vaguely, of course. But it's basically just Pat Hutchins, goes to town hall to switch on Christmas lights, of course, at the time, like many people do, because you might have seen a few shows that certain celebrities and certain characters, of course, from TV shows that are actually quite famous, used to have a person in the costume and they turn on the Christmas lights in said town or said city. And this might have been sort of the case, actually. I don't know if that was actually, it might have been an actual thing, and they also just decided to record it as a special thing, really. Or did they actually do it, sort of famously, like, did they actually film all the crowds and everything else, like, as extras, like they were brought on to say, can you cheer for this episode or something like that? We don't even know, really. But it's decent. It's just not, it's not inclusion to this double box set, really, that I own. So it's quite strange, really. And it just brings us like a little bit of taste, a little last bit of Pat Hutchins, really. I think that's people probably been missing, actually. I don't know if that's been a fan thing or something, or maybe a Reigns thing, I don't know, or people have been simply saying, I really want this coming back, even though I tell you it was over and done with and everything, and all the stuff has been released. Of course, what more can you want? And it's basically included this in. I don't know, maybe because of the name Quackin Duck Boogie, they think, we can add it in or something like that. I don't know, really. But it's an odd choice to put that in, really. Or they can just put on random episodes involving Duck or something like that. Duck gets lost or something. I don't know. But Christmas Lights, it's a bit of an odd choice to put that in, unfortunately. Yeah. That's it, really. I'm talking about Quackin Duck Boogie from 2000. Not one of the best compilation double box sets out there, really. But it's I need to showcase Neil Brewer at some point, and this is the one only. Shame it's 10 years, but it's just the direction and how the tone of his tenure is a bit different, really, than the other two. But hey ho, what can you do with television these days? You can't control it most of the time. Thank you guys for watching. See you for the next video, and